of us in it?
Yeah, we're all in.
Move a little bit forward. Oh, is it filming now? Oh, okay. Welcome. Rusty is filming this thing. It's Team Hornbush here at the Fair Oaks DIV. And you can see the sun rising back of us. We're looking forward to a great day. God bless you, and see you at the next hole. Shut up. Hey, this is Hornbush. This is my first find of the day. This is at Fair Oaks Farm over here near Culpeper. And you know, it's just a beautiful venue. And but anyway, my first find of the day is not Civil War. It's a nickel. So, but the GPX is on, sniffed it out, so that's all good. So we'll see you at the next hole. Find number 2, a stinking Lincoln. Dadgum, I'm gonna have to go to another area. All I'm finding is a new coin spill here, so I'll see you at the next hole. Hey, this is Hornbush. My next hole right there, down pretty deep, about 9 inches. I think I found my first piece of cannon frag. I believe it was fired from over that hill there and landed on this side. I'm not sure though, so I'm going to wait to call it until I can talk with a couple of my associates here, but I think that's a good find. I'll see you at the next hole. Hey, this is Hornbush. My next hole, it's the depth of a carat. I popped this plug out and I got this, it's really crusted over, but it appears to be a Burnside to me. Not sure yet. I'll have to wait till I clean it up, but that's a good Civil War bullet. So we'll see you at the next hole. Hey, this is Hornbush. Out of this hole, I just popped that. Look at that. That is a beautiful Gardner. It's been run over by a tractor or something like that. It's not fired. There's no rifling marks on it. There's a seam mark, but no rifling. But that's oh, I love getting Reb bullets. That's why you come to TIV, to get this chance to get these. The side of the river that we're on now started off as Confederate, and then it changed hands. So I assume that's why I found a Burnside bullet just a little bit from, about 10 feet from this one. So anyway, this is a great find. Anytime you find a Confederate bullet is a great find. We'll see you at the next hole. Hey, this is Hornbush. Out of this hole, I just got a bucket list for me. I believe it is anyway. Yep, it is. A beautiful dropped infield. But that is awesome. This is like in the Reb portion of this. Well, actually most of it was Reb to start off with, but eventually the Union drove them out. No, that's not fired. But this is a first for me. I found a 51 caliber green infield before, and I found Gardners, and I found a tower, 69 tower infield, but this is my first normal infield. I can't wait to see what's in the base. It's not a perfect drop. It's been malformed after being run over by a tractor or whatever, but it's a drop bullet. So that's a great find, and I'll see you at the next hole. Hey, this is Hornbush. I just popped this plug out of the hole, and I see right there is the sun is really bright. I hope you can see that, but this is the nose of a Gardner, a drop Gardner. Oh my goodness. It's just, I can't tell you how wonderful it is to be able to hunt in a Confederate camp. You know, back home it's nothing but Union camps, and nothing against them. I love them. But this is just amazing. Look at that. It's a perfect drop. Dadgum. That's great. Thank you, Lord. I'll see you at the next hole. Hey, this is Hornbush in my next hole right there. It's a pretty deep one. I popped this plug out, and I think that this might be a drop ringtail sharps. By golly, that's what it is. Look at that. Oh, praise the Lord. That is just awesome. That is awesome. A dropped one. This is just great. Thank you, Jesus. We'll see you at the next hole.
Hey, this is Hornbush in my next hole. Got a mixed signal. It was kind of an iron and kind of a bullet, and it ended up to be a canister round, cast iron canister round. That's a really good find. That's the first one of those for me today. We'll see you at the next hole. Hey, this is Hornbush. This is my first hole of day 2, and out of that I pulled this case shot. So that's a great find, great way to start the day. Been in on the field maybe 10 minutes, so that's a good start. We'll see you at the next hole. Hey, this is Hornbush, second find of the day. Out of this hole, I got another case shot. So that's a great find. I'll see you at the next hole. Hey, this is Hornbush. Apparently I'm right under where one of these case shot burst, because I found another shot right here. That's the third one. I'm not going to film any more of these. I won't film until I get something different. So, but anyway, that's a real good find, but it's just a cast iron case shot. Good find. We'll see you at the next hole. Hey, this is Hornbush. Out of this hole, pretty deep too, right? The last shovel is where I got this. It's a little bit different. It's a case shot, but it's a lead case shot. So that's a good find. We'll see you at the next hole. Hey, this is Hornbush. I just went into the woods just a little bit, and right underneath that root I found a pistol ball. So that's a great find. I'll see you at the next hole. Hey, this is Hornbush. This is my next hole. I moved out of the woods and now I'm back out in the pasture. I got this out of this hole. It looks decorative. It's got little stipples all over it, and it looks to be brass, the bottom part of it anyway. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get that cleaned up to get some idea of what that thing is. If any of you all know, just let me know. See you at the next hole. Hey, this is Hornbush. Just a few feet over from where I found that round thing with the thing. I think this is the other part of it. I think it's like a tie tack maybe, or something like that. It's broken where the other piece would have attached to it. I don't know, but it sure looks like a fit to me. So that's a great find. We'll see you at the next hole. Hey, out of that hole, I just popped this, and I don't have a clue what it is. It might just be modern junk, but it could possibly be a throat to a scabbard, or maybe I don't know, some sort of drinking spout that's been smashed by a tractor. I don't know. Just leave me a message, and if you think you know what this is. Appreciate it. Hey, this is Hornbush. This is my next hole. Out of that, I chased this little dude around forever. It's a percussion cap. First one I found here so far. That's great. See you at the next hole. Day 3 at Culpeper. That's just a little bit of the panoramic view. But I'm on a colonial hill right here. And look what I just popped out of the ground. It's a flat button. It did have the shank on it. That's a fresh break there. Until I took it up to show it to Sham and Randy. And it fell off in between Randy and Sham. So these are very, very brittle. But that's a good button there. It's not a tomback. It's just a regular flat button. But it's a really good find. We'll see you at the next hole. Hey, this is Hornbush. My second hole of the day. Right down at the bottom of that one, I popped this flat button. It's a cuff with the shank, and I'm not going to go show it to anybody because last time I did, the shank fell off. But I'm going to put it in my finds box, and we'll see you at the next hole. Hey, this is Hornbush at my next hole. Out of the bottom, I partially filled it in, but I got a bucket lister, the first ever large scent for me. It's 18 something or other, 1814 or something in there. So any rate, this is just a great find, and I'll see you at the next hole. Hey, this is Hornbush. I can't tell you how good the Lord has been to me this morning on this colonial hill. That large scent came from right here, and right here I've just dug another flat button. It doesn't have the shank on the back, it's broken off, but that's a flat button. So any rate, thank you, Lord, and I love you and I appreciate you. We'll see you at the next hole. Hey, this is Hornbush at my next hole. I haven't pulled it out yet, but I've brushed the dirt away from it. You can see down in the bottom of that hole, looks to be a flat button. I can't tell if the, yeah, I believe the shank is just still there, and it's got definitely got back mark around it. And the front, man, that is a beautiful patina, but it doesn't appear to have any design on it or anything like that. But let me tell you, that's a great find. We'll see you at the next hole. Hey, this is Hornbush. Out of this hole, I got another great find. Look at this. That is part of a colonial buckle. That is just awesome. It's got the prettiest green patina too. Awesome. Awesome. We'll see you guys next hole. Okay, I'm digging this hole, but Randy has come over and I think he's got a coin in this clod there. That's a great, go ahead and do your thing, man. Be very, very careful.
No, it's a button with a shank on the back.
It's a button, but it's got a design on the front.
Shank.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's got something on it. That one will have to clean up.
That is a great find, man. This colonial hill is just awesome. Don't break that shank.
Nope, nope.
Okay. Well, congratulations, man.
Yeah, see you at the next hole.
Exactly. Hey, this is Hornbush. It's on Saturday afternoon, and the hunt's going to be wrapping up fairly soon. You can see the sun up through the trees. Sham just got back from helping me with this. This soil is like concrete on this side, but at the bottom of that hole, which is about 16 inches, was this. I got a big old cannon frag. I mean, this isn't off of a 3-inch parrot or anything like that. This is a much bigger piece of a round. So that's a good find, and I'll see you at the next hole. Hey, this is Hornbush. The Union batteries were over there on that ridge, shooting across the river over to where I'm at now, and that frag was just right over there. Out of this hole, I just pulled another canister, cast iron canister shot. So that's just great. That's just great. They were the Confederate battery here, and Sham and them have found some friction primers. We're receiving counter battery fire from the Union over there, or vice versa, who knows. But at any rate, there's artillery coming down on this little hilltop that I'm sitting on now. So this is great. This is why you come to Virginia. We'll see you at the next hole. Hey, this is Hornbush. At my next hole, I was coming back heading towards the truck over there, and coming through here, and I got a cuff button. I'm not sure what it is. It might just be a flower button, but after pulling it out, half, you know, not a half, maybe a fifth of it fell off, but I'm not sure what it is. I'll have to clean that up real carefully. We'll see you at the next hole. Hey, this is Hornbush. I'm back at my home. Sham and I just pulled in and kind of cleaned the truck out, but what I wanted to do is zero in on this droop wing eagle button. Sham, you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, I was digging in a spot, just fast tracking, getting tired, ready to come on in, and got a high tone, and under a root I found this drop winged eagle. Bent shank on the back, but it's got the best detail you want to see on a Confederate droop wing eagle, and then find a few other buttons to go with it. But this is all our finds for the hunt, but that was the best find of my lifetime so far, so I enjoyed that.
Wait a minute. I think that CS plate.
The CS plate, yeah, besides the CS plate.
Okay. And as you can see, Sham got gardeners and a couple infields, looks like a Sharps, a fired gardener.
That was, what was that? That was a
Hill
Hill or whatever it was. The Hill.
Oh, Hall carbine.
Hall carbine.
Yeah, that's great. But really good finds. He found this top of a dome for what button is
General
it?
Service Cuff.
General Service Cuff.
Gold gilt on it, yeah.
Yep.
And then a toasted eagle. And then
Yep.
my find of the day was my furniture tack Colonial.
we had where I found my large cent. Sham found that coat that furniture tack. So that was
excited.
That made his hunt right there. This is a canister, or a K-shot rather, that would explode in there and rain down on the soldiers below. And those were too. Those were just lead versions of it. But that's the iron version of it. And he also got a nice buckle. Well, Sham, shake my hand, buddy.
Good to see you from the southern edition of Hornbush. See you at the next hole.
Exactly. See you. Safe trip. Hey, this is Hornbush with my finds from DIV 38. These are my personal finds. And we had a really good hunt. It was a real blessing. The weather there was 3 absolutely textbook perfect days for relic hunting. And I'm just so grateful to the Lord for allowing us that. And also to allow us to be where we were and doing what we were doing. Because it was just a wonderful event and a good time of shared friendship with one another and finding good finds. So anyway, let's go over what I got here. Artillery played a good part in this this hunt. It was over. There was a river through the middle of them. There was a Union on one ridge and the Confederates over here on our side. And as a result, most of the artillery we got was Union Federal that was fired at the Rebs running around on our side of the river. It was at Fair Oaks Plantation, and it was just, I can't describe how beautiful and idyllic the location was. Big old manor house and the smaller servants' quarters and just rolling green hills and oak forests that with trees so huge that 2 men couldn't reach around them. It was just a great thing. Anyway, let's go over my finds real quick. This, I'm pretty sure, is a nose piece off of probably a 20 pound parrot, but what it was case shot, and these would explode over the troops and rain these 69 caliber general size, either iron or lead. I found both down on the waiting Confederates. This is another shell frag here from a smaller diameter gun. But anyway, that's basically the artillery portions that I got. I went over to there's a colonial site on this same property, and I picked these 2 items up. I'm not sure if they're door hinges or what, and also a bent over silver spoon. It's probably just plated, but spoon bowl. And down here, these 4 flat buttons right here were finds. But my find of the hunt and the day was this 1817 large cent, and it's wet now. I just had washed the dirt off the thing, but it's gonna be. I'm gonna have a guy that deals with coins kind of get that and give it a good cleaning. I started off with 6 cents modern right here. Those are modern. This is a 4-hole trouser button. That's just a piece of camp lead there. I've dug one of these before, and I think it's off of a lead, like a clip off of a lead where it's spring loaded, and you just push it down and that disconnects the lead for the horse. Got 3 percussion caps right here. I got a fired 44, and that thing is like saucer-like. It may have ended somebody there. Got Confederate lead. This is one of the few hunts that I've ever hunted and never found a 3-ringer, Union 3-ringer. I got 2 beautiful dropped Gardners right there. I got a dropped Enfield. I got a dropped ringtail Sharps. Now this is my only union thing, and it's a piece of a Burnside. So, and then a 69 round ball, 4 31 caliber buck balls or pistol balls, whatever they're being shot through. And of course I already covered those. This is an interesting item that I don't know what it is, and my camera won't do it justice, but there's gold gilt all over this ball, and it goes into a central thing, pin like thing, and I found this close to it, and I think it probably goes with it because there's gold gilt on this too. I don't know if this was some sort of Civil War era or even earlier tie clasp or something along that line. I'm not sure. Got this little piece over where one of these huge oak trees are blown down, and I think this is probably part of a blown out infield, but I can't say for sure. But anyway, these are my finds. Had just a wonderful time, and you know, I just thank the Lord profusely for allowing us to be there and do these things and experience this. And it's actually going back in time when you do one of these things. Everything you find is a treasure, even though it's not really valuable, but everything you find is a treasure. So, but the most treasure that we find is in each other's company while we're out doing this thing. So, Lord, we thank you for everything that you've given us, and we'll see you guys next hole.